is for the remote learners, or if you wanted to review anything that we went over yesterday in class. We did talk a lot about color yesterday. The first thing you did was turn in your invitations. This was your first assignment on Moodle. The second thing that I had us do is we had the presentation of of the designer Marianne Banshees. So it's down here for you all to review. It's a really interesting designer. This is just inspired by Marianne Banshees, designer that lives in Philadelphia. So the things I want you to review are the Color Almanac, really good resource for picking color from photos. Also, Design Seeds Color Resource is kind of the same thing as the Almanac. She did a website as well. Adobe Color Resource is from Adobe, and if you go in there and kind of play with that, you can get some really interesting color palettes there as well. So there's all different ways to pick color. I did want to show you how to pick color from photos, as I think it's the easiest way. And then you just come up with a really refined color palette. Formstorming 101 is just like a visual brainstorming. We didn't really do an in-class exercise in this, but we went over this PDF. This is all about, it's like brainstorming visually, like taking everything, putting it on paper over and over again and seeing really what you come up with. And the more you come up with, the more conceptual you get. 2020 design trends is just what it says. Just look at that for inspiration for what is popular right now in the design world. Usually if it's popular in the design world, also popular in interior and fashion and even architecture. So let's go to the in-class exercise here, the Word document. We went to either Unsplash or Pexels to get photos. We picked 3 photos. I'm going to focus on just the outdoor adventure event poster and show you how we picked the colors from that photograph. All right, so I'm going to minimize that. Go into Adobe Illustrator. I already did this, but you're going to see me do it again. So I'm going to do it all over again with you. So the first thing you want to do is pick your photo, right? And then I want you to put your photo on your desktop and go into File and down to Place. You'll find your photograph on your desktop. So click on it and hit Place. This is the best way to bring photos in. I think in class I was dragging them right into my screen, which is not, it's kind of the lazy person's way to do it. So I just wanted to show you this way. I was like, okay, I should show them the better way to do it. So if you hit Place, you're going to see this little thumbnail come up, okay? Don't click anywhere yet. But if you click and drag, you'll get the photograph as big as you want it instead of it coming in really, really big and then you having to scale down. It's just it's a better way to do it. Okay, so we brought the photo in. The next thing we want to do is we want to draw out the little containers that the colors will sit in. So I'm going to hit M on my keyboard, get to my shape panel, and I'm probably going to use a circle here, the ellipse. If I hold down Shift while I'm drawing out the circle, you are going to see that it draws out a really nice, perfect circle. Now I'm gonna clicking on my Option key as I'm on top of this circle, and if I keep doing this over and over again, it's like a really shortcut to copy and paste. So I'm gonna do 5 different colors here. Right now it's all blue, but we're gonna change that. Now we're gonna hit I on our keyboard to get to the eyedropper tool. I've selected this first circle. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to select my first color, which I think is going to be this kind of like dark brown. We'll go into the next one, hit the I key again, and now I'll select the dark blue of the mountains. Really nice dark blue. And if you move it around, you're seeing it kind of change, right? So you can play around with exactly what color you want. We're going to go to the next one, hit the I, and then I'm going to pick the green of the trees. Maybe I want it a little bit lighter. So I'll go up to there where the sun is hitting it, sort of like an olive green. We're going to go to the next circle, and now I'm going to pick this bright blue color, which you probably see over here, which is a nice sky color. And now the last one, I'll probably just do like a nice gray. So if I see like some grayish blue up here, maybe I want it to be a little bit more gray in it, so this one looks kind of nice. Now if I look at my color palette, I have a nice color palette to go ahead and maybe design an outdoor adventure poster or brochure, right? This is the best way to pick color from photos. Now you can take your own photos, so like you carry around your phone everywhere. If you see anything that has a lot of like interesting color in it, take a picture of it, and then you can take it back home and you can pick the color from Adobe Illustrator. All right, so this is the best way to pick color. Another thing I'm going to show you quick, right now my window setting, there's like workspace settings. So if you go to window down to workspace, you're going to see I'm on Essentials Classic. You guys are all defaulted to Essentials. I think this one's better. So workspace, Essentials Classic, and it just gives you more control on top. Right? You have where you can pick fills and everything, strokes, the size of your stroke. So I would always just go to Window, Essentials Classic. Another thing, Window, go down to Swatches. This brings up your default swatches. Please don't use these default swatches. Now that I've shown you how to pick a more refined color palette, I'd like you to use those skills instead. These default colors I see a lot in very early designers, and I'd rather us just use really nice color palettes off the bat. Another thing that's kind of useful, these aren't that useful, the grays are, the shades of black and gray I think are useful. But if you go to the hamburger menu on the top right, click down, and we go up to Open Swatch Library, you're going to see a whole bunch of different swatches they have collected and colors they've collected for you. So you might want to go in and check them out if finding a photograph isn't working for you. Say you're doing like illustrations of fruits and vegetables, you might want to click on that, and then you have all these like really cool colors of fruits and vegetables with some gradation in it. There's also, there's a beach one, sweets. The one I do use often is skin tones. It gives you a nice array of skin tones. Or I'll just bring in pictures of people and I'll color pick the skin tones right from the photograph. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we will see you in class or online tomorrow. Bye-bye.